Assalamu alaikum, dear students. How are you? I think you are well by the grace of Almighty Allah, including everybody of Bangladesh. Not only Bangladesh, the whole world. I don't like to give the lecture of others' activities, but I like to go straightly your lesson. Students of third year honors, and your course number is 231101, and the drama is Volpone, written by Jonson. Meanwhile, I have given already 3 lectures, but act by act, scene by scene, I have given 1 lecture. And now I like to start the second lecture of Volpone, act by act, scene by scene. Maybe within 3 lectures it will be completed. Okay, dear students, I don't like to waste the time. Let's go. You have seen here, right? Dhaka Women College, Department of English, honors third year, course number 231101, lecture number 4. Lesson number 4. S. Jahangir Hussain, head of the Department of English, Dhaka Women College. The last lecture, it was act number 2, scene number 1. It was completed. Now, meanwhile, you have understood that the last lecture, at the end of the lecture, I told you that Mr. Volpone, who is actually a very greedy man, lover of gold and a lover of beauty also. So, he wished to see or to meet Celia, the beautiful wife of Corvino. So, act number 2, scene number 2, we like to start. Here, Volpone's disguisement. Volpone's disguise. Volpone wished to see the beautiful wife of Corvino. Corvino is also very greedy man who wants to get the property of Volpone. So, it is on the street in front of Corvino's house. Volpone came here in disguise as Scoto or Manula with Nano, his deformed as his genie, and they tried to sell their Scottish wine. By this time that they are now vendors. Actually, Volpone's intention was to see Celia. So, in front of Celia's house, they started their advertisement of Scottish wine. And we have seen here the last lecture that means sharp politic would be, and also pre-green are there, and they are talking about Volpone's quality. When Volpone started his lecture about the quality of his wine, they are talking, Volpone is a learned man. He knows art and science. A lot of crowd is there also. So Volpone started vendors work or thought with nano. They praised, and by this time they achieved their quality by selling this wine. So he started to sell his wine. First of all, he starts offering of 8 crowns, but at the end he offers 6 pence. But here he told to everyone, if anyone who wants to get it, may toss a kerchief, that is handkerchief. Celia suddenly dropped her handkerchief or kerchief through the window. Volpone received it and kissed it. And not only this, he will offer Celia that she will get divine powder in return. This is the theme of this act and scene 2. And now act number 2, scene number 3. Act number 2, scene number 3. Here it was happened in front of Corvino's house. So normally Corvino did not take it easy. He became very angry with the behavior of his beautiful wife Celia, and it is in Corvino's house. Corvino heard everything, that Volpone will offer the divine powder to Celia. It was one kind of dishonor of Corvino. So Corvino beat Volpone with some clothes, and he dragged away Volpone the Mount Bend by giving some hits, blows, etc., etc. Very short scene. Scene number 4, act number 2. Scene number 4, act number 2. It is also staged on Corvino's house. Corvino did not like it. Sorry, act 2, scene number 4. It was house of Volpone. Volpone and his parasite Mosca were talking each other about the beauty of Celia and how can Volpone get Celia. They were talking the way. Mosca and Volpone wanted to help him from Mosca. Mosca agreed because Mosca is a parasite, you know. So Mosca is ready and asked him to wait patiently, that he will manage everything. So here the scene ends with the praising of Volpone's activities like a mountebank or a vendor in front of Corvino's house. Next, act number 2, scene number 5. Act number 2, scene number 5. It is also important. Here, Corvino became very angry and he was in a mad fit, jealousy. He also threatened his wife for his dishonorable activities. He accused her wife for her misconduct, dishonorable behavior. Not only this, he used abuse, slack and base language. He also calls her wife a vain, loose woman. And not only this, he threatened her to kill. And at that moment, we see here she was almost imprisoned. And in this scene, we have seen that Mosca arrived. So, scene number 6, we like to discuss. 6, etc. Scene number 6, it is important. It was happened in Corvino's house. Mosca has come to Corvino's house to motivate Corvino, to help him to send her beautiful wife to Volpone's house. Mosca is very cunning, you know, very greedy, and is very talented and very is a parasite. So Mosca, using different type of facilities, he makes Corvino agree to send Slia to Volpino's house to sleep with him. Here Mosca used a technique. He said Corvino that Volpino is going to slightly recover. But Volpino's doctors want a lusty woman to sleep with him to recover very soon. So he tried to make Corvino to send her beautiful wife to Volpone's house or bedroom, so that he will recover his health hurriedly. Corvino got the facilities, got the possibility to use this opportunity and to be here of the will of Volpone. So, using different type of technique, Mosca agreed Mosca convinced Corvino of giving two things. Number one, Mosca told Corvino that no outsider will know this matter. That his wife went to Volpone's house. Number one. Number two, Volpone is too much old. So he was unable to use his sex act. And not only this, he is also very sick. For this reason, Corvino agreed. And Mosca left the house, telling Corvino that he will tell Corvino when his wife will be sent to the house of Volpone. This scene is ended here. Act number 2, scene number 7. Scene number 7. Act number 7. Very interesting scene in 7. It was also happened in Corvino's house. You know, Corvino became very angry with Celia and Corvino imprisoned Celia in his house. But Corvino is very greedy and he wants to get the property of Volpone by who can. So he got the opportunity to use his wife. For this reason, he tried to convince his beautiful wife Celia, and he told Celia that he has tested her by using these kinds of words. Actually, he loved her very much and he is not jealous to her. So, he asks her to put on a beautiful dress, finest dress, jewelry, and get ready to go to attend a party which was thrown up by Volpone in his house or in his banquet. Though Celia did not believe it, but at last he was ready to go. Act number 3, scene number 1. Act number 3. Act number 3, scene number 1. It should be omitted. Yes. Scene 1. 1. It was on the street. Mosca became very happy that he had succeeded and he managed Corvino to send his beautiful wife to Volpone. So he was soliloquizing. He was satisfied. And this is a very, very short scene. And he here told himself that he used soliloquy, that a true parasite is who shoots up what he adjusts with the environment and who often takes unexpected turns. Here, others are full like servant of parasites. Act number 3, scene number 2. Act number 3, scene number 2. Scene number 2. It is very interesting also. It was also happened or staged on street. Muscat is a very clever person. He told Bonario, the son of Corbaccio, about the Corbaccio's activities, where Corbaccio is going to write the property or make a will in favor of Volpone. So, first of all, Bonario did not believe it, but Mosca convinced Bonario by using different type of technique, and at last Bonario agreed to go to Volpone's house to hear and to see directly what is the activities of his father Corbaccio and what he is going to do. Because if his father made the will in favor of Volpone, ultimately his son Bonario will be disinherited from the property of his father. So normally Bonario became very angry, and he agrees to go Volpone's house, and the act number 3, scene number 3. Act number 3. It is on the house of Volpone. Volpone was surrounded with his deformed or deformed creatures, you know very well, 3 persons. And they were talking about Volpone's activities, but they were actually praising Volpone. But at that moment, actually Volpone was waiting for a good news which will come from Mosca about the bringing of Syria. What news will come? Volpone was waiting to for hearing the good news of Syria. At that moment, lady would be present in the stage, and Volpone directly went to be a sick person. Act number 3, scene number 4. Act number 3, scene number 4. It is another scene. Scene number 4. It was also Volpone's house. Lady would be is a very ever-ending talking person. But Volpone normally did not like her because she thought mainly about herself. So, when she was talking about herself, about her makeup, and it was unbearable to Volpone. But Mosca is very, very talented. In the scene, act number 3, scene number 5. Mosca is very talented. He drive away lady would be by using technique. When she was talking about ironically, and Volpone became very impatient. So, Mosca drives her from the house of Volpone using different type of techniques and his own ingenuity, talent. And Mosca says that Volpone is going to consummate his will with Syria. Mosca told to Volpone that Volpone's wishes will be fulfilled within a very short time by getting a get together with Celia. Volpone became very pleased with the technique and with the work of Mosca. Number 3, scene number 7. 5, 6, 6, 6, 6. Here, it was also Volpone's house. Bonario hid in a convenient place. Mosca tells Bonario to remain hiding. Why? Only to see the real picture of his father Carpaccio. But it's a very short scene. The next scene is very important. It is also scene number 7. Scene number 7. Scene number 7, it is important. By this time we have seen on the stage, though it was in a street, it was happened in the house of Volpone. Bonario is in hide to see the reality of his father's activities. But here, Corbino brings his beautiful wife Celia into the bedroom of Volpone's house or Volpone's bedchamber, and he leaves her beautiful wife in that room alone, and he left. Volpone was on the bed, and he got up from the bed and went to Celia, and he was ready to rape Celia by using different type of offers, different type of techniques. But Celia actually is a very good lady, and when he was taking an attempt to do or to consummate his wish, Bonario, who was in hide, come into the stage and whisked over Volpone. So the acts were totally spoiled by Bonario. Mosca, 7, right? Mosca was shocked because his patron did not fulfill his desire. Mosca was shocked to see Corbino is there. But the word was given to Corbino that when Mosca will say to send her wife to Volpone's house, but it was done without informing Mosca. So Volpone became very shocked, and Celia also is very shocked to hear the real intention of his husband Corbino. The scene is important. Next scene, act number 3, scene number 8. Act number 3, scene number 1, 2, 3, 8. Short scene. It was also happened in Volpone's house. Mosca appears in the scene with bleeding his face. He regrets for his miscalculation because the plan was not sufficient. Why? Because Volpone did not consummate his wishes. Number 8, sin number 9. Number 8, sin number 9. This is very important. This is very important, I think. It was also happened in Volpone's house. Bolsar and Corbaccio has come on the stage in Volpone's house. And when they came in the house of Volpone, Mosca made a plan to make a story, a false story, to save himself and his patron Volpone, because they are actually criminal. Number 1, he tells Corbaccio that Bonario attacks Volpone because Corbaccio is going to write the will in favor of Volpone. So Bonario became very angry, and for this reason he attacked Volpone. Number 1. Number B, Mosca tells Bolsar, who has come, Corbaccio and Bolsar, that he is only dissembling with Corbaccio. Why? So that Bolsar will inherit both properties, Volpone's properties and also Corbaccio's properties. This is the technique of Mosca. Number 3, Mosca also tells Bolsar that Corbaccio sent his beautiful wife to the bedchamber of Volpone only to be the heir of Volpone's property. Then Bonario comes and Celia accuses Volpone for attempting to rape her. Bolsar decides, by this time he understood, Bolsar decides to favor or to defend the old man Volpone. And Volpone leaves the court. Bolsar leaves the court. Mosca told his patron that their plan was successful. Thank you, dear. And the coming lecture, I will try my level best to finish the lecture, the act by act summary. Up to that, please stay safe and follow the rules of all health tips. Thank you.